Well, we've got to day 5. I hope you've been blessed by these short little talks about how we can start to hear God's voice in our own personal walk. So this morning I'm going to talk about gratefulness, because that's one of the keys to actually beginning to hear from God and being able to hear and discern what voice it is that's coming into your head. So gratefulness. I've just been listening to that old song, I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for the cross. You did not wait for me to draw near to you, but you clothed yourself in frail humanity. And that is just so thankful that God did that for each one of us. And I'm sure that you watching this have got so many things that you can be thankful for and grateful for. And you know what? If you start to tell God about those things that you're grateful for, He will start to talk back to you and you will begin to hear His voice. Being grateful is more than just saying, thanks Lord, I've got food in my belly, I've got a roof over my head, I've got some money in my pocket. It's more than those material things that God provides for us, because He will provide those needs for us. It's being grateful for the fact that He actually cares about humanity and He cares about each one of us. Being grateful for the fact that He wants to invite us in to have that relationship and that deep, deep, intimate space with Him. When you think about how holy He is, He created the whole universe from a spoken word, and then He invites us in to co-labor with Him and to express His glorious nature into this planet. That is worth being grateful for. It's worth being grateful for. Do you not agree? God is such an amazing God, and He wants to talk to you. He wants to talk to each one of His kids. He wants to develop that intimate relationship with us. So what have you got in your life right now that you are grateful for? I encourage you to take your journal and start to write down some of the things that you're grateful for. And don't forget to stop and listen to what God is saying to you back to those things. Remind God of how He's been faithful in your life up to this point. And that is an encouragement and a testimony to you that He's going to continue to be faithful as you go forward. If you seek Him with an earnest desire in your heart to have that ability just to hear His voice and respond to the calling of his word, the wooing of His Holy Spirit, if you have that desire, I just encourage you this next session, this next few hours, day, or however long you want to spend doing it, that you just get into His presence and tell Him how grateful you are. In the natural, we'll just switch it into the natural for a minute. If you have a friend of yours that is always on the take, he's always wanting things for you, and you are the one that's give. After a while, that friendship becomes a little strained, doesn't it? But if you have a friendship where you express gratitude for the fellowship that you have with one another, you might not use the words like fellowship or gratitude, but there's a two-way giving and taking in that relationship. That is the same that it is with us and with God. He is so abundantly wanting to bless us, but He doesn't want us to be gimme all the time. He wants us to tell Him how much you love Him, and tell Him how you're grateful for the things that He's done in your life, and just expect Him to talk to you, because He will. Be blessed and be a blessing. Catch you next time.